In my hands, I've got the Samsung Galaxy A55 5G. I actually also have a bunch of covers and cases that are available for it right now, including the standing grip case, the silicone case, and the Smart View wallet case. I also have a full review of the Samsung Galaxy A55 5G on the channel, so if you want to go check that out, that would also be really cool. And if you have picked up Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, I've got different videos for each of those covers because we've done that, and I'm sure these are very similar build quality to those covers. I've decided to make this one video with all of these for you so that you can decide which one to check out. If you could, check out the links in the description below if you're thinking about picking one of these up. It really helps the channel out a lot. And if you want to skip to that time marker where that particular case is spoken about, I've included those timestamps in the description as well. Okay, so let's get into it. So the first one I think a lot of people are going to want to see is the smart wallet case. I'm actually not sure if there has been a smart wallet case for the A series before. I stand under huge correction. But we all know that obviously these smart wallet cases are very popular for the S series. There we go. So let's just put this on and see how it works. It's got this hard rim side over here and the back, if you can hear it. It's actually super tough. This fault over here is just to protect the glass on the back. Obviously this is glass, which is very cool. And then there's like a wallet section over here for your driver's license or whatever the case is. I'm not a massive fan of these wallet cases, but they have a loyal following. Ooh, that went in quite hard, but it's in. So yeah, there we go. So what it does is it shuts down, right? Like, it shuts off the screen when you close it, and you get that time over there, which is cool. Very common, obviously, you've probably seen these more on the S series, but very cool to see that this is available for the A series. Again, I stand under correction, whether it's been here or not before. The only problems I find with this case is that if you want to take a photograph, you got to flip this whole thing completely around. Like from the front facing camera, and then from the rear you got to hold it like this. But this is I like to call this your dad's cover. This is like what like business people do. They go, I don't want anybody to see what's going on my phone. It's proprietary business information. That's what it's for. But you can see your notifications and obviously the time in the corner, and it's good for battery life, to be honest. Just want to see if you can tap this. Is this just is it always on? Could just be an always on screen. Oh, yeah, you can tap it and it'll work. The holes are accessible to both the microphone and the charge port. I can see that it's got that. I don't like these hinges. They get like loose and damaged pretty easily. But the reason people are buying these is to look after their screen. It'd be nice to have felt over here to kind of protect it from scratching. That would be nice. And obviously, because sand gets into it and it does that, that's not fun. That's not fun at all. But it looks nice. It's very clean. Yeah, and there are fans of this. Okay, so let's go on to the traditional. I'm going to toss this over there. Okay, let's go on to the traditional silicone case. I like the fact that they've got the standing grip case as well, and stick to that. I'm going to show that at the end. I have a standing grip case on my S24 Ultra. Really like that. Okay. So let's stick that aside. I'm gonna open up both, but let's put on this like this lime color. I'm a huge fan of this lime color. Whoo, whoo. Hope these colors come out really nicely on the camera, on the video. It is also made of recycled materials. It is, yeah, I think so. Yeah, it contains a minimum of 35% post-consumer recycled content, consisting of 50% post-consumer recycled content in the plastic of the silicone case. That makes what? I think the plastic and the silicone are different, because look, that's hard, it's tough inside, it's hard to bend, and there's like a difference between the rubber and the side, so we can just pop that in. Yeah, this is rad. This is a case. This is a case I like a lot. These silicone cases are very, very cool. And they're like my favorite Galaxy cases all around. If I have to pick them up, they're very, very cool. This grip case is a nice in-betweener, especially if you're a content creator, but I think for most people, this is such a nice case. The one problem I've had on my I'm filming with my S24, so this overhead shot is the S24, but there's a little bit of a chip in the silicone, but at the same time, it doesn't look bad, and it's there to protect your phone. If that chip wasn't in the case, it'd probably be on the phone, in the glass. It's easier to replace a silicone case than it is to replace an entire phone screen. Okay, while we've got that out, let's actually have a look at the black case as well. Some people might think that this is way too flashy, so let's have a look and see what. Let's toss these aside. Wow! This is a black case. Ooh, it's very nice. Feel exactly the same, obviously, and this one's a little bit more understated. Also recycled on the inside. I really like the look of recycled material, like plastic. It looks really cool. These like speckled things. I said it in my other S24 series. But this, I have to say, it feels very close to the, it's tight with the phone. It doesn't, a lot of covers make it feel like you are, like you're sacrificing something by putting a case on. This doesn't feel like a sacrifice. Those lenses are just about flush with the glass. They're a little bit underneath the glass, little bit, the lens is a little bit like lower than the actual edge of the silicone, which is very cool. Flash has got enough space to flash, to actually shine. There's no case hole that's covering it. When the case hole's too close, obviously, sometimes when you put on the flash, it like gets caught in that area, and it's less effective, or it like refracts differently. And this is very cool. It's very light. Yeah, very nice. Very nice case. Silicone cases, very cool. And it's pretty hard to get off, but it doesn't feel like it's going to be impossible. You don't want a case to come off too easily, but also you don't want to break a phone as you remove a case. Pro tip when adding a case, by the way, to your phone, make sure that you put the buttons in first. It's like you slide it in, because if you just force the buttons, the actual cover over the buttons, you can actually break them. So, and that's with every case, especially ones that fit snug. But I must say, that's very snug. It fits very snug. I must say, the inside of these buttons are actually really well designed. I don't think it would break your buttons. The edge of the silicone might. All right, so standing grip case. So this cover is kind of like my go-to when it comes to a lot of Samsung phones, because I like using the stand case, like obviously for content creation, propping up a phone to record something or whatever the case is, but also if I am watching a movie or something with my daughter, or we're out somewhere, you want to be able to prop your phone up, and I'll show you how that works in a bit. So I'm going to push, this is just instructing you what to do. You push this tab down and it becomes a stand. So let's put it on. It's basically the silicone case. So the same design as the silicone case on the outside. It looks really good in this navy. I like this A. This is for the A series. Oh, nice. I like how they've done it. Nice detail. But you do this, clunk, and then it becomes a stand. So you can prop up your phone to either watch something while you're on the toilet or while you're at a restaurant and your daughter wants to watch YouTube because she's freaking out, or whatever the case is. Then this is a really nice way to just like prop up your phone and be able to do it, or do like Zoom calls or whatever the case. It's very cool, and it's very tight and flush with the actual design. So there we go. So it gets like stuck over here, but then you just prop it, and then you hear this click. Listen. That click means that it's now in stand mode, but it's also a handle, right? Like you can hold it as a handle if you like, those pop sockets at the end of your phone, but you don't want to have that huge object protruding, and then you can click it back. Listen. done. And now it's just a regular silicone case. Very cool, and a very similar design to it's just the Samsung logo is a little bit on the side over there, which is the only difference. Yeah, so those are some of the official Samsung Galaxy A55 5G 2024 covers. If there's any that you like, let me know if you've bought some of them. I'd like to hear your experience. I have to give all of the stuff back, so unfortunately I'm not going to be able to do any long-term tests with them. I did get the silicone cover for the standing case, the standing grip case for my S24 Ultra, so I have some experience with it. But not necessarily with A55. So if you have some interesting information about it, let me know, and let other people in the comments know. And if you are thinking about picking any one of these up, or any one of the phone as well, please check out our links in the description. It helps the channel out a lot. It costs you nothing. And yeah. Don't forget, we also have a full review of the A55 5G for 2024 on the channel. So make sure that you check that out as well. Yeah, and I'll answer as many comments as possible. I'll see you in another video. Cheers.